is like 200 creds.
I'll just like give him a 20 cred tip, and I'll be like, "Cheers, mate. We'll be quick."
All right. Yeah, and he sort of takes it, pockets it, and then with the other hand just holds up his hand to your chest. He's like, "No, sir, I'm sorry, I can't let you through." And then if you'd just like to go that way, and then the guy like sort of turns the corner around the corridor, and he's like, "Yeah, come on, good." Be quick about it, right? He does 5-minute laps.
All right, quickly, guys.
All right, everyone hustles through. There's four docks, so there's an A, B, C, and D. You notice that maybe Guoyin has this booked out permanently for their dockyard, because currently there is, firstly, Guoyin cargo boxes everywhere, and secondly, there's 2 ships docked here. Both of them Guoyin markings on the side. One's called the Flavion, and one is called the Halipus.
That's definitely the Halipus. Maybe. Alright, well, real quick, I think we should... I don't think no one's going to be on board. Maybe we might have to take a quick look inside. What do you think, Captain?
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
So, probably both Phoebe and Wolf, you guys are probably checking this out from a sort of ship perspective. These guys are a modified version of a pretty common freighter. Pretty common freighter that's used in the central systems. So the layout of them would be pretty familiar to you guys, as long as they haven't made too many modifications. But you're interested to see maybe what Guoyin is, like a tech giant, right? So you're wondering maybe what kind of stuff they've got on board in terms of shiny gadgets.
Is there anything particularly interesting about them from the outside?
From the outside, it looks like they've got a larger sort of, I don't know what you would call it, like a thorax section of the ship where the core normally is. So perhaps they've got a rating 2 drive or bigger. So it's upgraded warp drive. And normally this kind of freighter wouldn't have any guns, but this kind has a multifocal laser sort of on top. Same kind of gun that you've got, although probably a little bit better made.
Well, I go up to the captain and say, "Hey, Captain Flint, if there's a lot more money to be made by just running off with this here ship. Never mind the whole robot business. You take this, leave the wingings of Grimhild behind, and get a huge boost and upgrade." I happen to know a way to take out the transponder so they can't track us anymore. So just a thought.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, Wolf.
Squid.
Yeah, man.
Phoebe's gonna check out the cabinets or the guns, what do you call it, to see what kind of parts. She's not taking anything apart. You said there was a gun on there or something? There was
on the top of the ships, yeah.
How high up top? Will she be able to reach it? Is there a ladder or something? Or...
Yeah, there's probably a service ladder on the sides of the things. You probably have to get somebody to give you a boost because they're not currently down. But yeah, you could climb onto the first part of the ladder and get up there. Yeah.
Yeah, Phoebe, she spots that. She'll be like, "Oh, Sophie, get the ladder," and just gonna try and check out the cannons, see what kind of parts she could possibly use to upgrade our cannon.
Okay, sure.
Might be worth having a look around at some of the cargo crates that are sitting on the ground.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oops.
Is there a computer around here?
Yeah. There's a terminal. There's one to the wall that obviously interfaces with dock system, and there's one on each dock that probably your guess would be interfaces with the ship themselves when they're docked.
Is it tech post tech? Or space?
To check out the gun, yeah, it would be post-tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I will try to gain access to the computer.
So what
Okay, which
parts-
computer? The one that interfaces with the docking network, or the one that interfaces with one of the ships?
Let's go docking network.
Okay. All right, give me a intelligence computers roll. And 13, yeah, you know this. Like, you get up there and you're like, oh baby, this is a nice multifocal laser.
Are you serious?
We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, you get up there and immediately you recognize that firstly there's phasing on this gun. So when you get in ship combat, like when you use your warp drive to like shift up and down into different levels of reality to like sometimes when a shot should hit your ship, if you're in a different level of reality than the shot was, it just goes straight through you. And those are called the levels of reality. They're called phases. So this has level 2 phasing. So this can shoot like a phase higher than your ship can. So that would be very advantageous if you come against a ship that's like sort of higher in tech than your ship, which most of them are, because let's be honest, the Grimhild is a piece of junk. And the second thing you notice that these things put out a lot more power than yours does, but at the expense probably of drain on the electrical system. So
what are the
it's
parts
sort of
that you buy?
a bigger, improved version of your gun with the phasing. So you'd need a phasing lock, and that's about 1,000 creds. A level 2 phasing lock.
1,000?
Or you could take this one.
I don't think
That's why I said just take the whole ship.
You'd need to do some work to sort of adapt it to your gun, but you could take this one if you had maybe an hour. You also will need some bigger capacitors and a few other little bits and pieces that would total like probably 500 creds.
We'll sort out the notepad for that later.
Yeah, okay. So
a lot of stuff to write down.
yeah, 1,000 for the phase lock
And
and
roll.
500 for extra power. The thing is, it would draw more power than your system is currently able to provide.
Yeah, so a lot of things to upgrade. Would I know the stuff we need to upgrade those systems as well? Would I know that?
Yeah, it would just be a bigger, better version of what you did last time.
Alright. We'll talk about this after the session then.
All right, but that's the base for what you'd need. The phase lock probably wouldn't require that much more power, but yeah, it's something to think about. Okay, the 6 for hacking into the docking interface. All right.
Fun times.
as if I got a 6.
Is that really your... Yeah, it is. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So as soon as you hack in, you recognize like the security is really good. Better than you're expecting for dockyards. You're used to going around, the independent places where the dockyards are just like basically some slabs of metal. And like not much to them, maybe some docking clamps and things like that, but there's not much to them. Pretty manually operated and stuff like that. But these are pretty like high tech and therefore high security. You immediately come across like some password encryption thing that you can't crack. You've been through a few of these things before, but this is CSA technology, and out in the independents you don't see this kind of thing.
Man.
We have more than one person that can hack, don't we?
I'm the main person.
Wait, what do we need to hack?
Computer.
Alright, I'll be like, alright, well, let me give this a go.
You got a computer. There you go. Yep.
Right, add to intelligence.
Yeah, computer intelligence.
That's sweet. Oh yeah.
And are you going for the dock or the individual ships?
But the dock is to undock it and take it. All right.
Well, you could do that. I mean, that would be like the broader system in the whole docking center.
Oh.
So for each individual ship, that would be things like the cargo manifesto and like when they came in and out and their local and their like recent travel routines and like what systems they've been to recently and.
Well, that wouldn't actually be too bad.
So you get more specific information on the ships if you go for the ship one, but you'd get broader information on the docking system if you went for the docking one.
Well, they say that information is worth as much as gold, so I'll go for all of the information.
It'll be individual roles. There's 3 computers. Which one is this?
I'll just hack into the ship and try to open or whatever.
Okay, which ship? The
Halipus.
Halipus or the Flavion?
Halipus.
Right.
Sounds like jalapeno.
So, well, yeah, and again, they've got good security, but these are pretty low level, like truckers, basically. You manage to get past the first layer. You're able to get their cargo manifesto from the Halipus, and but you're not able to get to like what systems they've come and gone from. You only get this first layer, this local stuff. So their cargo manifest was like a whole bunch of tech stuff. There was on the docks a few. On the manifesto there were a few things marked combat bot. There were 3 individual boxes, but they weren't marked with a specific like model of combat bot or where they were for or whatever. And then a whole bunch of like random technology. There were some weapons, there were some like phones, there were some computers, there was some like server type stuff. 3 like workshop 3D printers and fabricators and things like that. And then like a whole bunch of household servant bots and things like that. Like there was a lot of those. That's sort of their main business in the central systems. Apart from security, they do a lot of household, just subservient bots.
Also, while he's doing that, I'm gonna take an attempt at the Flavion.
Okay, give me another one.
Okay, that
Oh,
works.
that one you get everything on. All right, so its route was all around the central system. So it's been recently to the Lorca system, Thyra system, Soetino, and then it did a double jump to Alcathus. So this is in reverse order. So it's come from Alcathus, Soetino, Thyra, Lorca, Periopus. That was its most recent journey. So obviously had to drop something off in Soetino and Thyra on the way. But it's originally it picked up in Alcathus. You notice that there's no reports of fueling up, so whatever fuel system this has is much more efficient than yours, or perhaps they've got bigger, bigger reserves or something like that. Just something interesting. The cargo manifesto is much more basic, lower level components, not finished products. It was all like chipsets and parts for building stuff, not necessarily finished products.
Yeah, okay. With that roll, can I essentially just like take sort of like a save of like the info and like take a look at like that sort of the computer systems they got in place?
Okay. Yeah, like details on what kind of computers they've got and
yeah, just sort of get info so we can upgrade our own stuff.
yeah, local like maintenance logs and pretty much anything that they've got stored on the ship you can have.
Okay, sweet.
So Sophie has logs from that was from the Flavion. All right, but you get from this that the Flavion clearly isn't the ship that you're looking for. It was the Halipus. That's probably the one that had the bots on it, or the bot that you're looking for.
Alright, well, we should go down there and try to just, like, get into it.
Get into the ship.
Yep.
All right. Normally, hacking isn't the way to go for that kind of thing. Getting into the ship, you'll need like some physical, actual, like open up an access panel and change the wiring. So that's more of a tech astronautics or tech post tech.
I got those.
Yeah, I got post-tech as well.
Probably post tech is the most applicable.
Okay.
Can I use culture spacer to see if there's any sort of more obvious ways to get into the ship? Like, you know, the people like leave their keys in the wheel well of their car.
Normally, the security on these things is normally a little bit more than just keys. It's like bioprints or like, stored data like that. Yeah, they're normally rather than like, because it's once you're inside, it's pretty easy to fire up a ship and just leave. So getting into the ship is the harder part.
Right.
Yeah. So you can roll it, but it would have to take a miracle to actually come up with something.
Well, I'll give it a try. So would that be what? Intelligence and culture spacer?
It would be probably wisdom, culture spacer.
Only one then.
Oh.
He accidentally finds the ship keys.
Oh, I might find the right access panel easily.
No, but it's more than that. It's like the pilot, because you know how like trucks in Australia are speed limited, and then like sometimes the driver gets frustrated and takes the speed limiter out, or gets somebody to do that.
Yeah.
It'd be something like that. Like some frustrated and slack pilot has like bypassed the 2-stage bioimprint process and like installed his own dead switch, and words, people, places. Mason's character, Phoebe. Yeah, like Phoebe like goes to open up an access panel, and you're like looking over her shoulder, and you're like, oh, I know what that is. That's a dead switch. Here, just flick this. And it just like, yeah, you flick it, and it opens up the door, and you're like, hey.
All right, it's our ship now.
Alright, well, let's have a look. If you find the robot, call out. Also,
Can we,
I think, oh, you want to take a break?
Yeah, I want to take a break, probably 10-minute break. Everyone cool with that?
Are you gone? So can I
Yeah,
just do
alright.
something real quick?
Really quick, really quick.
Alright, so just I would ask, can I get in contact with the contact of that? Gave us this job real quick.
So basically, you would have to send mail because
Oh,
faster
mail,
than
yeah.
light contact is not possible. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it then.
Yeah. Okay. All right. 10-minute break. Come back at 1:15.
All good.
All right. So yeah, the door whoosh, flings open. You guys walk on in. So, well, that is not what I tried to play. There we go, that's a bit better. Alright, so the inside of the ship is maybe not what you were expecting from a freighter like this. It's very clean, very chrome, everything's harsh and hard corners, and it looks very industrial and very prim and proper and very like
medical.
medical. Yeah, is kind of the way I'm going.
Interesting.
Inside, yeah. Yeah, you open it up. Corridors are kind of as expected. Both Wolf and Phoebe, you guys are probably familiar with this kind of ship. The features inside may be different. It's like, you know, Guoyin themed, but it's not. The layout is not any different to what you used to in these kinds of ships. Yeah, you guys know where it is you're going. Where are you going? Cargo bay?
Yeah, that's where I would head.
I'm going to head to the cockpit just to see if we've accidentally triggered any silent alarms.
Nice. Well, thank you.
Okay. So just to be sure, they are in opposite directions. You're splitting up?
Yeah, I reckon that if we're after a killer robot, then the cockpit's probably the safest place to be.
Okay. Okay, we'll go cargo bay guys first. So, yeah, you guys head left towards the cargo bay. Actually, no, the port would be on the same side, so it would be right. They wouldn't be mirror images of each other. What purpose would that serve? Yeah, so you guys head right down a set of stairs towards the cargo bay. A little bigger than yours. You also notice that these have been modified a little bit to be a little bigger than usual, a little bit more carrying capacity, which goes without saying with the engine. You know, if they've got a bigger engine, they obviously must be hauling something heavier or more stock. You know, so. But yeah, it's mostly empty. There are a few crates hanging about. One that's open in the middle of the room, crowbar sitting next to it, but and like packaging gear.
Is the captain with me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, just like last time in that room, look for an apartment.
Oh yeah, good thinking.
Alright. If I can get wisdom perception checks from anybody who wants to look for hidden compartments.
Yeah, I'll look as well.
Wisdom perception.
So if you don't have the perception skill, -1.
I mean, if all of us are gonna do it, I may as well. It's not like our failed rolls are gonna do anything bad.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Right, not even any point.
Flint's not fun.
I found
Flint's
the
like
box.
looking at a flat wall. It's just like,
No, I may as well
There's a
roll
way
it
to
anyway, I
this as
guess.
Yeah.
Ellis is cleaning her ear with the end of a pistol. Alright.
I got a good roll, just my -2.
Yeah, true. But yeah, no, Sophie, you're straight to the point. You're like, something doesn't feel right about this over here, and everybody else has gone like off in different directions, and you're like, that doesn't look right, that wall over there, and you sort of like have a feel around. Like you feel under the ledge, like close to the floor, and the bottom of the wall kind of has a bit of give to it, and you give it a bit of a pull. Doesn't go, and then you look around a little bit more, and there's like a latch to one side, so you pull that, and the whole wall panel like hydraulic lifts off vertically. And inside there's a hidden compartment. There is a crate in there.
Ooh, nice.
Looks big enough that it could have a combat bot in it. And then we're going to cut to Mr. Pilot, because you walk in to the thing and there is a red flashing screen that says, like,
Danger.
basically, yeah, alarm tripped.
Right. Well, I try and deactivate it.
Okay. Deactivate. It's gonna be wisdom because it's pretty fast. You want to act quickly.
Yep.
And I guess it's part of the piloting. So let's go vehicle space.
Nice.
I'm just gonna make a secret roll.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, you fiddle around for a second. You're like, oh damn it! Just quickly type in. It comes up with a code, and you're like, I don't know what it would be. And you sort of think about the earlier like the kill switch, and you're like, I don't know, like space trucker, or like try a few different passwords. And like you managed to get it with like I don't know, what's like a local hyperboat team from Aeschylus. I don't know what it is, but it's like, yeah, like a local racing team from Aeschylus, and you're like, this guy's got to be into that kind of, you know, hyperboat racing. You type it in, yeah, and it goes away. You're like, whoa, that was lucky. The thought does occur to you, though, that if anybody was looking during that time, they would have seen it.
Well, I have a look out the window towards where the guards were stationed before.
Okay.
See if anyone's sort of obviously running towards us.
No, it doesn't appear to be.
Oh, well, I shrug it off and just generally examine the cockpit for anything interesting looking.
Okay. Cockpit is like a pretty standard for one of these kind of shipping vessels. There are a few modifications, some like extra things for like cargo lifts and stuff like that, you know, for carrying bigger freight. And there's also another, there's like a security jamming thing for the cargo bay that you notice, which is interesting. It like prevents the cargo contents from being scanned by like other vessels while it's in flight.
Nice.
Yeah, obviously with the idea of deterring pirates, because they don't know if there's something on there or not.
Yeah.
Get a copy of it.
Or we just take the ship.
Well,
It's hardware. It's the software's nothing
Or
on there.
we take the
Sell it.
entire ship. Alright.
yeah.
Where's my leaf stain? There you are.
You playing Pokemon?
Oh, we're on the pilots thing at the moment, so.
You're an addict, man.
Hey, I only have like 60 hours now, so.
Alright, so yeah, there's some interesting stuff. Like random general coolness to look at from this upgraded ship. Just interesting stuff from a pilot's perspective. Yeah, you guys down in the freight bay. What do you do now that you found this hidden compartment?
So
Well, I'm
just
definitely gonna be like, be careful, it could be booby trapped. If it's, opened forcefully or if anyone walks into this hidden compartment. I think we should just be wary when we go in there.
Oh, it's like a fairly slim panel. Like basically, it's just the box. There's only room enough for the box, and you just
Okay.
have to
Then
pull it out. Like
the
it's
box
not
is
like
the
you're
box.
going down a corridor or anything.
the box might be booby trapped, so be careful when you're opening it. We don't want an explosion in here.
That
Yeah.
we do not.
Captain?
Oh, you want me to pull it out?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Alright, I start sliding it out.
Alright. You give it a pull, it's pretty heavy, whatever's inside. Yeah, you give it a push. Somebody else probably has to give you a hand, but you manage to get it out. Slide it out into sort of roughly the middle of the room. Yeah, I did note before there was a crowbar in the middle of the room next to the other box that was like mostly open and unpackaged.
Oh,
I guess Phoebe will be moving up to the captain like, I'll help you with that.
Yep. Give it a push. Somebody grabs the crowbar and opens it up. Who is that, by the way? Who's got the crowbar?
I guess I will.
Being the muscle.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, yeah, you bust it open. Hear it creak. Pop off the lid and slide it off and have a look inside, you know, take out some of the top packaging. You're having to just sort of like have a little bit of a jump up and over the top of the box to pull out all this stuff. You look inside and there is there's a bot for sure. It's not a combat bot though.
Well, well, I guess it's not a target, not a package, so I guess wouldn't be an issue of us taking a look inside with that.
it could be a modified combat bot.
Even better.
I think I might have to get into contact with my world contact and maybe ask him a bit more about this thing.
So we
The last
actually,
thing we want is a hit on our head.
yeah, we haven't found any like leads though, have we? Only
This
that.
could possibly lead us to our target.
Yeah, they don't have to know.
Well, like we haven't found.
I have
any...
a reputation to upkeep here, okay, guys? It's not
Yeah,
about.
in the black market.
It's not about. We should look at it and they'll never know, because chances are they will find out. You guys haven't dealt in this thing long enough to just be like, oh, they'll never find out. They always
Yeah.
do. Secrets always come out.
See why this is you're the swindler, not the intellect in the group.
All right, Ellis. You know what? Put that lid back on. Slide it on back in there. I think Drake's right here. We shouldn't mess around with it, and it's not what we're looking for.
Well, it could be a modified robot. I think we should just take it with us. Or take the ship, whichever one we want to do, or both.
Yeah, I think they'll notice if a ship's missing. But sure, if you want to take this. I mean, I was behind a wall.
Okay. So,
Oh, another dead end.
Yeah, so Squid, the only like information we got was that the bot was possibly on this ship. Or like it had been at some point.
Yeah, you know that it's one of the 3 combat bots that was on the manifest.
Okay, and there's like no more crates.
There's an empty one in the middle of the room, and there's a couple of other crates, but they definitely wouldn't house a combat bot in them.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna, we have comms with the pilot here.
With
Wolf.
Wolf.
Well, yeah, the
Yeah,
pilot.
yeah, you do.
I'll tell him to, can he do a scan of the ship, because, for, like, rooms and stuff. I'm sure, like, he can find the blueprints or something on the ship, or... Because usually they have that whole, like, ship layout, and then it has the blips of heat.
Yeah, I
signs
mean,
or-
Phoebe, you would know the layout of the ship, just from being familiar with this kind of vessel. What are you looking for specifically? Drake, what are you
Like
looking for
another-
specifically?
Housing compartment, because if I'm thinking about it, the cargo bay is too obvious to hide something, especially in a hidden compartment. So maybe somewhere else on the ship it could be.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, both Wolf and Phoebe, you would know that there's on the ship like this, there's 10 bunks in. So there's 2 single rooms, and then there's 4 rooms with bunks. So 6 rooms in total. One of which would be the captain's quarters.
All right. Well, I use the internal scanners to search for any other sort of bot signatures that might be around the place. And while I'm at it, I also use the external scanners to see if there's anything sort of outside the ship in the sort of nearby area that matches. Like maybe it's
Okay.
being offloaded onto the docks.
Okay. So just something, yeah, bot-like, I guess. Yeah, you could search for something that big in metal.
Well, like, if there's already a robot on the ship, then I can probably look for that particular signature of alloys and plastics.
Yeah, we know it's a what is it? A 102 MK8 combat robot drone. So
I mean, it wouldn't be that specific. He would know, like, you know, this is a humanoid-shaped metal thing. You know, it wouldn't be able to pinpoint that that's a combat robot.
it's good enough.
Well, I found one. It looks like looks like there might be a hidden compartment in the cargo bay. You might want to check in there. It's a very slim hidden compartment.
Yeah, would you make a roll vehicle space intelligence?
Yeah.
Or have you got... Is there a communications skill? I think that still comes under astronautics.
Vehicle
Where
space
is Wolf? Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it still comes under vehicle space.
Alright.
Very nice. Okay, there are 2 boxes outside of the ship that contain, humanoid robots, still in a crate, out on the dock floor.
Well, I radio down and guys, it looks like your robot might be outside on the dock. They've already offloaded it.
Oh, beautiful.
Alright, thanks for that, Wolf.
So he starts heading out.
All right. Yeah, you quickly identify which 2 they are, and are you opening them up?
Oh, Ellis probably is with the crowbar.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like as well, taking the other crate off the ship as well.
All right. You can get it onto a cargo sled.
Yeah.
The guard is probably gonna be like, "What the hell? I thought you were just looking around." If you try and take it out.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we go.
Okay, sure. All right, so yeah, you're like everybody else is out looking through these 2 boxes, and you're just like dragging this box onto a grab sled, and just like trying to get it down the cargo, like the freight, just exiter basically from the craft. You're like huffing and puffing, trying to push it on there.
Oh, I just realized.
Yep.
Will we have access from Drake's role to like the crew, like crew list or something?
From the hack,
Yeah.
you would know the captain, and I have his name here somewhere. It's in the stupid.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, just like we could say, we just like we got in contact with him because we never actually gave a name, and say like
Alright.
he'd want us to offload some, like take some stuff.
I got a better idea.
No,
if
we're
there's-
not blowing up the guard.
if there's bunks for 10 people in there,
Yep,
then there's probably clothes for 10 people as well. If we
this
could
is true.
we could clothe these humanoid robots and take them out like they're a bunch of drunk people on our shoulders, kind of helping them to walk out of the docks, and just kind of laugh with them and go, oh, ha, ha, oh, buddy, you're so drunk.
Oh, yeah, it could be like, yeah, found our mate. He was.
They're the combat bots specifically. They're pretty big and bulky, so you might not be able to pull that off.
Oh.
He's
Work
pretty
out,
big,
man.
mate. Alright. So,
Also, they tend to move fairly like non-fluidly. Yeah, I mean that's you probably have to get the guard drunk in order to pull that off. Yeah, the captain's name is Xiao Tzu. So, Xiao Tzu. Xiao Tzu. Xiao Tzu.
Oh, what is he?
I'd say it's Chinese.
Say he's the captain.
Look at me.
No
I am
way.
the captain now.
He is a Sonian local. So, yeah, I don't know. Take from that what you will. This is also the ship's home port, by the way, and he recently has changed pilot. You know this because like some of the like file structure stuff, every pilot sort of has their own, unique configuration for all of the buttons and stuff, because it's not like there's a button for this and a lever for that and whatever. It's all controls on a touchscreen, right? So different pilots like to have their different layouts, and you know that the layout was changed completely recently. So that's an indication that recently he changed pilot, basically, for whatever reason. But as for the crew, there's no specific logs on the crew.
Okay. What if we distract the guard somehow?
What if we activate the combat robot and see what happens?
I'm sure that would go so well.
That's.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
that's...
when you get these combat robots open, by the way, they're in their completely packaged state, like arms detached and everything's deactivated, and like it's like sort of a little bit IKEA-ish. You've got to do a little bit of assembly before you fire them up for the first time.
Are they the ones?
You know,
What is it?
run
the one
through
we're
the
looking
setup
for?
program and everything like that. They're in completely like manufactured state, not been used at all.
So it's clearly on the one that we're looking for.
You wouldn't think, because you know that specifically this robot was programmed. Well, I should say, Drake, you know that this robot was programmed to assassinate the guy, or attempt to anyway, the public figure.
Yeah,
So you know that they've at least fired it up and done the startup routine and everything like that.
So, the one we found in the secret compartment was fully assembled?
I've still got it in its box.
Yeah, no, it's probably disassembled. Yeah, it might take a tech a few minutes, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get it up and running.
Okay.
Depending on what you wanted to do with it, but yeah, the one in the box inside the ship clearly wasn't a combat robot. These two out on the dock are, but yeah, they've never been used before, so they're not the one that you're looking for. But you know that there was 3 on the manifest, so one of them is not there.
Ah, interesting.
There was 3 combat robots on the manifest, and one of them is not there. Yeah.
So the third one is probably gonna be the one we're looking for.
I'd say so.
So I'm gonna be like to Captain, it's like, if we can get these off, we can sell them for quite a bit. Or if you want to keep them to help us in combat or something, I don't know, but it's definitely something that we shouldn't leave here.
Well, just kind of wondering how we're actually actually going to get them back to the ship and past that guard?
Well, as a favor, I definitely want to keep this one here with me.
The one in the compartment.
Yeah, I feel like I can make a good use of it.
Ah, so you know what it is, huh?
And find a really good price for it.
Sure, you're not gonna get tracked down by the company and get shot for it.
No, that's what. You don't even know what you're talking about, young Missy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, Drake, if you can figure out a way to get past the guard with it, then you can take it back to the ship. But, yeah, I don't know about these other two. I think we may not want to test our luck here.
Alright, well, I'm going to do that idea of dressing him up and pretending he's drunk.
Oh gosh. Alright, so yeah, there's some local, like, basically crew worker stuff in the... Actually, let's take a step back. So you get this thing out onto this like non-combat robot out onto the dock. You discuss with the guys, and you're like, all right, better get a uniform. Go inside. Go and find one of the
Uniforms.
one of the rooms. You go in there and it stinks as soon as you open the door. You walk in there and look to your right, and then do a double take as you try and hold down your breakfast, because there is a dead body laying on the bunk.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna search him.
Man, truckers have terrible hygiene.
And I want to look as to what the like killing blow was, I guess.
Looks like high caliber rifle. Pinpoint accuracy to the heart. He's in a Guoyin uniform. Definitely of the Asian persuasion. Looks about to be in his mid-30s, maybe. Pretty short. Got a bit of muscle on him. Probably a week's worth of deterioration.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, is Wolf still in the pilot seat?
I don't know, where are you, Wolf? Did you go out into the dock, or did you stay in the...
But I probably would have headed back out to the dock.
Alright,
so yep.
Is the only one there?
I mean, I think everybody's on the dock. Aren't you?
I mean, he's the only
Yeah.
dead body there.
In this room, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna take a change of clothes.
Alright,
Did I find anything on his body?
An ID. An ID for the ship and for the dock. Like, as in one of the passes to get you through into this dock.
Alright then.
Like 25 credits.
So first
on a
thing
cred stick and a
I'm
few
gonna
other
want to do
knickknacks.
is I want to take my demo film out of my stowed gear and camouflage into this guy.
A dermo film.
Yeah, it's stuff I can use to camouflage into someone else.
Hang on, isn't dermo film the camera stuff?
No, I don't think so.
I am fairly certain that it is.
I swear when I read it was... Where is the PDF? That's Settlers of Catan. There we go, Stars Without Numbers PDF.
helps, but it still needs a successful profession active skill check.
Originally intended for temporary tattoos and mark dermofilm, so be shaped to assist in disguise usage. They remain permanently in place until removed with a strong alcohol solvent.
Yep.
Well, I think.
Where did you see that thing about how they still need a?
Yeah, where did you read that?
It's the last line. Successful disguises require profession/active skill check.
I did not read that anywhere.
Yeah, I don't
What?
either.
What you guys?
On the Stars Without Numbers PDF that Squid gave us.
Yeah, I'm looking at that too.
Unless you must
Personal
be.
accessories.
Yeah, dermofilm.
Yeah.
Or film. Yeah, it
That,
says-
that line is not in my
Yeah,
version of
that's
this.
not in there as well, yeah.
the heck?
Yeah, originally intended for temporary tattoos and marking. Demo film
Yeah.
can also be shaped to assist in disguise.
I will screenshot this.
Which version of the thing do you have? Because there is two versions of the PDF. There's a like a basic version, and there's like a paid for version.
Oh, fled mine as well. That's what mine says. If you can.
Yeah, that's
read
mine
it.
as well.
Does yours look like that with the picture on the bottom and everything?
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly the same as what mine looks like.
What are yours, Jason?
Hold on, just.
I wonder where you got yours from.
Probably the paid
Where
version.
the heck did it save that? Try that one more time.
You can literally
get-
print screen and paste it into the chat.
Are you sure
Yeah,
you're
but I
reading
got two
the
screens
film?
though, so it
Oh, yeah.
makes it awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely reading for the right thing.
What does it say? It helps, but you need a what?
Profession/active skill check.
Profession actor.
I don't even. You're reading the actor script thing, aren't you?
No. I will show you in a sec. There.
See, that's even in a different position to.
Yeah.
But it's the same text and the same. Wow. We must have different versions of the same book.
Huh.
I wouldn't get you to make a. I'd probably make you do a persuade. Plus, if you wanted to get this guy's accent down, maybe a linguistics.
Well, it depends what. He's Asian, right?
Yeah, he's a local Sonian.
Oh, of course, one of my languages is just Asian. They're all the same.
How God.
Asian. Yeah, I would make that. Yes, I would make that like Mandarin, which is spoken on Sony along with English. I mean, everybody in the central system speaks English, whether as a second or a first language.
So, do you want me to do the roles now? So,
Do you want to try and make this guy's accent, or
Um,
fake one, or
he's been dead for a week. I doubt this guy would even remember what he sounds. But just in case, I will. No, if I fail, I'll just sound like a moron. Oh, you know what the hell, may as well. No guts, no glory. What does linguistics use? Intelligence? Racial?
charisma
Charisma?
for this case.
Still good. High intelligence, high charisma. Still don't get why my wisdom is bad. Linguist.
Because it would be OP if you weren't.
Similar modifiers. Oh god. At least I'm not trying to do it in front of the guy.
So that's the name on the badge.
John Lee. Alright. So yeah, I'm just gonna use the demo film to
Alright, try and do it.
mimic his face.
Alright. Are you
Take
going
his
to tell
clothes.
anybody that you're trying to do this, or?
Oh yeah, I guess it's like because this is how we're gonna get things off the docks without because
Yeah.
I have the dock thingy in the thing.
Alright, yeah. So he's got a mirror in the room with him, so you can sit there for 20 minutes and try and
I
get
think
this disguise
after
going.
a little while, I'm just like, what the heck is he doing in there? So I'm like gonna go look for you.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll
This
What
uses
did I
up
say?
the
That
demo
was-
film, doesn't it?
6. Yes, it uses it up. Yep.
Just delete you.
3. That's the room that you're in, and this is the room that Thingo goes to. Okay, so you head into the ship, find a room, and inside is 2 bodies, one male, one female. Looks like one had a gun in hand, the male at least. And they're both dead in the middle of the room. So you open the door to that smell, and then the sight of the 2 dead bodies on the ground.
Yeah, I think that I'll like open up comm to Drake. Be like, where are you?
Oh, I'm in one of the quarters.
Are you alright?
Yeah, dead body. I'm just mimicking him at the moment so that we can get off this ship easily.
Yeah, I just found 2 dead bodies as well.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. Perhaps in the future, if you find a dead body, maybe call me.
Oh, I was getting changed, so to speak.
Yeah. Just keep it in
Maybe-
mind for next time. But
Maybe we should see how many other dead bodies are around here.
yeah.
But this definitely seems like the ship that had the combat drone on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Ellis in here and we'll check the other rooms.
Yeah, sounds good. Be careful.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look like a different person. Just so you know,
What are you gonna look like?
Asian.
Alright.
Just so you know, obviously you can't change your height, so you're going to be a little bit taller than this guy, but
Yeah, he's been gone missing for a week, so
yeah, so it's
I hope this
Could've
guy's
gotten
memory
taller
isn't
in
too
that
good.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I call Ellis to like come in.
Would everyone else sort of have an idea what's going on? Like,
Oh
would you
yeah,
tell people?
I'll just get Ellis to tell everyone like just to wait there while we sort something out inside.
Yeah, no need to witness this stuff.
Okay.
So Ellis, you come in?
Yeah.
So you're trying to look like what the guy looked like 2 weeks ago, or what he looks like now?
I've got his ID card, so I can use that as a
Alright,
reference.
As a point of reference, yeah. It won't be exact because obviously he's fairly deteriorated, but it'll be close enough that a week ago's memory would count it.
Yeah, so I guess me and Ellis look in the other rooms.
Yep.
We find anything.
Okay, 8 bodies all up.
Wow.
Yep. One of which in the captain's quarters, you clearly get the badge for the captain. What did I say his name was? Jiaotsu.
Jiaotsu. Jiaotsu.
Yeah, Jiaotsu.
No wonder
Spelled
he's
different,
dead.
but sounds the same. Yeah, no one who said that. Looks like a very, he's like in a suit, very dignified, hair done nicely, with a very nice bullet wound through his heart.
All of them got bullet wounds straight through the heart.
Yep, Every single one of them. Single bullet wound through the heart.
Yeah, Ellis, what